Hello, everybody. This is Abby. I hope everybody's doing well. This is a very, very impromptu video that I'm making right now. As you can tell, I'm at home with my pets. It's a Sunday morning. I'm about 9 to 9.5 months full in on my skin lightening journey, my glutathione journey. And last night I noticed a very light look of blue veins on my inner arms. I was going to try and show you, but I'm sure you won't be able to see it. And I had a little panic attack. Now, despite conflicting opinions, I'm of the opinions that the creams and the supplements themselves don't actually cause blue or green veins. I'm of the mind, as are many, that simply the fact that your skin is lightening and thinning during the journey, that the veins are already there and just become more apparent over time as your skin lightens. And because I am using topicals, and the topicals that I have used, some do contain hydroquinone, which people blame for some potential skin thinning, which I do believe has happened. My skin has gotten much lighter, relatively faster, on about 4 to 5 months of consistent cream use. So when I say consistent, once or twice a day, and I'll use it 3 weeks in a row, take a few days off, and then continue with the 3 weeks. And I've been doing that for 3 to 4 months, maybe a little more. But anyways, now I do see some light signs of the veins on my inner arms. So to err on the side of caution, I have come to the decision that I need to do what would be my second rebuilding break. Now, I did one for about 2.5 weeks. I left the products alone, the topical products alone, and I did just stick to my glutathione and my supplements. But I found myself with the urge to go back and apply my topicals. I think part of it was the fear that my color would change. No, that wasn't really it. Really, I truly believe it was the challenge of seeing how much lighter I could get if I just did a little more. Just a little more, right? Just a little more. Besides, I had the bottles that were there that I've stocked up on because we are still in COVID, and I bought a whole bunch of Caro White, stocked up, probably bought 10 bottles. I probably bought 10 bottles of the oil as well. Plus I bought another brand, and then I brought some White Secret too. I stocked up on those 4 to 6 bottles. I kind of went overboard because I thought the world was going to end and I wanted to have my supply of lotion. That makes no sense. The world was going to end, but I want my supplies of lotion. But that's what I did. I stocked up on different kinds to see which I would like. And I thought during quarantine, I will go through the process and try. So I left the topicals alone for about 2 weeks. Then I decided, okay, I'll use a purely natural one, hydroquinone and steroid free, which I opted to use Naturally Me by Karen. I used that for a few days. I don't know if it made any difference. I found it dry, but no more drying than any of the other ones that I did use using hydroquinone. But I didn't use it long enough to see any kind of changes, and you wouldn't expect to in a week or so. But then I found myself drawn back to my other creams. Why? Well, the bottle is 2/3 empty, so why waste it? And what if it goes bad? I should just use it up. But you know what? I was texting a friend of mine that's been on a skin journey with me, and I realized I think maybe I'm a little addicted. Here's why. Because when I look in the mirror, I don't see myself the actual color that I do when I take a photograph. I've taken many photographs, natural light, regular light, 100-watt bulb, whatever. And that person in that picture is much lighter than how I see myself in my mind's eye and when I look in the mirror. So I'm wondering if I'm suffering from some kind of tone or bleachorexia. And that's come across my mind a couple times. And every time I think, you know what? Give your skin a break, a longer break. Give it 3 weeks. Give it a month. Give it 3 months. I go to bed saying that's the plan for tomorrow. But by the time I get up in the morning, I'm like, no, girl, just finish off that bottle. Just finish off that jar. And I go back to it. Even having noticed green veins on the inside of my arm, very mild, hard to perceive, but they're there, and I look for them. Like I actively look for them just out of concern for any kind of permanent or serious skin damage. So the average person wouldn't notice, but I see them sneaking up. Even noticing that, I'm still overly tempted to just go ahead and put on that cream again this morning. So I had to come down and have my coffee. And I found myself just going upstairs, just finish off. You got like this much left in your bottle. That would be like four more, 5 more applications of the White Secret, which is what I'm using now. Just use it. And then I have a bottle of Caro Light White that I had left mixed. I pro-mixed it. When I pro-mixing to me is just making it suitable to your personal use. And in that jar, I put 2 of the little oils in, which is, higher concentration of the whitening product, hydroquinone steroids, whatever. I add 2 of those to my Caro White jar, plus the full jar itself. So I have that, and I mix that combination at about 40 to 60 in favor of the whitening cream, about 40% oils. So I use oils in that to dilute it a bit. So I put that in there. So I have half a full jar of that. And again, even though I see the veins coming in, I'm still tempted to go back and still go use those things. I think I have a problem. Anybody else have this problem? I don't see my true color as reflected in film or on photograph. I find myself still wanting to use a product even though I think it could be slightly irritating and I should know better. Like, you see in this natural light, you see that right there? I'm like, if I just use it a little bit longer and I'll just do this. Well, I could do that with a TCA peel and call it a day, right? And I probably will opt for that. But I'm still toying with the idea of going back upstairs and putting on them creams. I think I'm on the verge of a slight problem. Now, I think recognizing you have a problem is an important part of the journey. It's very interesting. It's quarantine. It's not like I'm getting addicted to the accolades of the change in the tone of my skin, which I hear it can often be a motivator. People are like, girl, you look this, you look... No, it's quarantine. I'm in Canada. No one has seen me. Nobody cares. And here in Canada, for the most part, I live in a community mostly white people. They can't tell the difference between one shade of black or the other. They really can't. You black, you black. So it's not as though I could say I want to lighten because I feel I'm getting treated differently. No, ain't nobody noticed except my significant other. Now the quality of my skin, yes, is improved, and I have a glow. Yes, I improved. But I don't think anybody's noticed anything about the shade. So it's not the accolades or the recognition that my skin has changed. That's not what's driving me. I wonder what's driving me. If you have any ideas or suggestions, I'm interested to know. Or it could simply be the fact that they say a habit is formed in about 21 to 27 days. So maybe I'm just still on the momentum of having done so many days of the same type of routine that now my mind and body feels compelled to go back and continue with that routine. I wish I had that for like working out or something, because I can tell you right now, I don't wake up with any drive to work out. I wish I had the same drive to work out or cut out carbs and sugars as I do to put them creams on my skin and continue this lightening. I think I have an issue. Do you have an issue? Have you had this issue? Let me know in the comment box below, and I will let you know if I gave in to this desire to continue to put on these lotions, or if I was able to go cold turkey. I don't know. Maybe I'll talk myself into giving it a break. I will keep you posted. Everybody have a great day. Bye.